It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring the...
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line, this is Raider Reaction. Happy Monday. And what do we do every Monday on Raider Reaction, Raider Nation? The same thing we do on Wednesday. We drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide as we'll hit on all the hot league topics tonight. Of course, the silver and black, as well as our 31 enemies. And maybe even a little extra something, because I'm just in one of those moods today. So, I would suggest you stick around till the end, because I have a little extra special WTF for tonight as well. So, we're gonna bring the fire from start to fucking finish tonight. It's just gonna be one of those nights. Yes, it is. So, sit back and join me, and let's get this sumbitch started. There's some nice juicy nuggets floating around in the NFL world. There's a little bit of Raider news. Most of the Raider news is speculation, hearsay, bullshit. The biggest news last week was Marshawn Lynch missed a meeting with Gruden. And then the next day, the agent says, bullshit. He didn't miss no meeting. What are you talking about? And the winner comes back and says, oh shit, maybe I was wrong. Blah, blah, blah. So, basically, it was all a bunch of bullshit. Because right now, this time of the season, which is the off season, the only thing you have to worry about is filtering through the BS and trying to get what's really a story. And what's really something that you need to know. Because right now, free agency doesn't start until the middle of March. So you basically have a month now left of not a fucking thing gonna happen. There may be a guy gets released here or there, but really nothing is gonna happen. Right now is when everybody's sitting back, they're in their brain rooms, and they're setting the plan. So what does that leave media folk? What does that leave people who actually get paid to do this shit, unlike me? Where does that leave guys this is their sole bread and butter? Because this ain't my sole bread and butter. I got a fucking job. This ain't it. Because, fuck, if this was it, we'd be starving. But the folks that they gotta make money. They gotta sell clicks, and they gotta drive advertising to their sites. Well, guess what? They gotta have content every fucking day, 7 days a week. They gotta come up with several stories of content a day to keep you coming back to their page, to keep their advertisers happy, to keep you clicking every day. So what do you have to do when you don't have any actual real stories or real news? You make up fluff pieces. You start writing opinion pieces. You start writing BS. You start digging for crappy leads on non-stories. You get stories like Marshawn Lynch missing a meeting with John Gruden. That never even fucking happened. They're saying they've already met several times. So as I'm saying, and especially that 3-number site starts with a 2, might end with a 7. It's got sports in it, I believe. Man, I wouldn't believe a fucking thing you see on that site. Take everything with a grain of salt. It's all bullshit clickbait. All of it. Bullshit clickbait. There is nothing going on. Everybody in the NFL right now is like this. This is chill mode. It's the only goddamn chill time they got the whole fucking season. Nothing's happening right now. Nothing. Nothing. So, when you see a big story, man, stop and think before you go posting that shit and running with it like it's gospel. Because chances are, if it looks like shit, and it smells like shit, it's probably shit. So, and don't get caught up in that. You don't want to be the dumb guy that goes and posts some bullshit. Because, you know, hey, we post a lot of shit on the page. Every once in a while, we step in it. And we'll accidentally throw some stupid shit up there. It happens. But you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. So make sure you go out there. We try to bring you as much as we can. He did retract, Al. He retracted like a motherfucker. He's moonwalking away from that story. Now, you know, we try to put as much Raiders stuff up there as we can, and we let you sift through the stories. Sift through it. Because we're not trying to draw opinions. I have my own opinion. As you all will know, I'm somewhat of an opinionated guy. So I have my own opinion. But would I expect every single one of you to believe the same as me? Good God, no. What kind of world would that be if we were all fucking clone drones, man, walking around thinking the same goddamn thing? Hell no. We all got a mind. I speak mine, I expect you to speak yours. That's what makes the world go round. We're all not gonna think the same. Shit. No way. But I will respect your views as much as you'll respect mine. You know, we may disagree. We're gonna disagree. When the Raiders lose, we really disagree. It's his fault, it's his fault. Ha 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 ha. JT beat me to it. Let me stop. I seen everybody wishing you happy birthday today. And I purposely did not wish you a happy birthday today because I waited until this evening so I could do it live. Popeye, my right-hand man, my Raider Reaction VP, happy fucking silver and black birthday, my man. I know, I was sucked into it, but I typically don't let it happen. It'll never happen on here. I do not, none of that shit gets discussed on here. So, that's probably the biggest Raider topic. Now, I'm going to jump back into some silver and black stories, too. Because I've got some other stuff I want to touch on. But I'm going to kind of bounce around tonight. We'll go a little Raider. We'll go a little league, little Raider, little league. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, everybody's got their opinion on Lynch, too, Paul. I think Beast Mode's back. Beast Mode is bargain, basement, Walmart shopping for a #1 running back for this season. And you can spend that money elsewhere. You go tying up a big money running back, guess what? You ain't getting Landry. You probably can't keep Bowman. You know, you're gonna lose elsewhere. Marshawn Lynch is cheap. He's on the cheap. And if he's on the cheap and is willing to play Gruden's system, play Gruden's game, if he's willing to play and be the team man this season, man, he's such a fucking bargain. at a #1 back. He is a total bargain. So, I'm all for Lynch being back. I'm all for Lynch being back. So, we'll see. Now, I want to touch on one thing before I move on to the next topic. If you have not checked it out yet, check out the, I've got an ad up on the page for the Raider Reaction Madden Challenge. I apologize. I've seen there's a couple posts in the group. Facebook has me blocked out of the group, but I'll be back in there tonight, and I'll keep that profile unblocked from now on, so I don't add a Facebook chat. So I'll be back in the group to answer all your questions tonight. I apologize. They had me hemmed up for a couple days. But we are pushing to fill the Raider Reaction Madden Challenge by the end of this week. So, if you are interested, please message the page. We are playing on PlayStation 4, Madden 18. It's a $50 buy-in. You get a framed, autographed, custom framed, mounted, certificate of authenticity, autographed Derek Carr jersey, double your buy-in back in cash, a Raider Reaction prize pack, and a shirt that says you are the Madden Challenge Raider Reaction 2018 champion. There'll only be one shirt made, and you're going to get it. So you're going to get over $800 in prizes if you win. If you win your division, we're going to have little prize packs for the division champion as well as a nice one for the runner-up. So if you get in the playoffs, you're going to get something back. Plus, we're going to give you 3 months of fun. We're going to dedicate a show to it. And on Sundays, one show a week to the league. And so hit us up. Hit us up. Message the page. All we need, we're not taking any money right now. No buy-ins due until we get the league full. And then we'll send out stuff via PayPal from the league to collect the buy-ins. But just getting the spaces locked up now is all we need, guys. So just message the page. Say, I want in the Madden Challenge League. We're going to do a live drawing for teams. Nobody's going to know who you're going to get, man. You can get stuck with the fucking Browns. You can get the Titans. You can get anybody. We're going to do a live drawing. We're going to draw a name and then a team. So we're going to have no idea who gets to. Of course, I am going to play, but I can't win. So, I'm the commish. I'm sorry. I get the Raiders. Just to make it fair. So you're all fucked, because none of you getting the Raiders. It's me. But we're going to make it fun. We're going to live stream some of the games. We'll probably have a game of the week. We're going to put it on the page. We're going to have some fun with it. And we're going to live stream all the playoffs. And, we got a pinner. So we're gonna have some fun with it. So if you got a PS4, you got Madden 18, or if you're gonna get a PS4 and you're gonna have Madden 18 before the first weekend of March, and you want to get in the league, just get your spot secured. Just send us a message to the page. We want to get you locked in. We'll worry about money later. We're not doing this to make money. The money's all going back into the prizes that you guys are all getting. So it's not to, but money makes you play for something. If you got something to play for, that keeps you active, that keeps you in the league, and that makes it entertaining, man. It just makes it more fun if you're playing for something. So please, send us some base. We've got about half the league open still. So if you want in, please message us. I don't roll with Penner's lines. Now, moving on to league story. Now, I saw this story today, and now I am not one to ever make fun of anybody who has any sort of debilitating illness, mental or otherwise. But when I see a story about a guy who's been an absolute bust in the league, and he comes out now saying that all of his problems are attributed to the fact he's bipolar. Now, I'm not the smartest man, but to me, bipolar did not mean rich, spoiled, pompous, rich kid. That's not bipolar to me. Bipolar that's like an actual condition. So I don't know if I'm buying the Johnny Manziel story that he's bipolar. I think you are a spoiled fucking kid who was born with a silver spoon jammed halfway up your ass. You were never held accountable for your actions your entire life. You were the big man on campus, and everybody catered to you. And then you got to the big time, where nobody caters to you anymore. You actually have to be accountable for your actions on the field. I'm not buying the bipolar shit. That's just a cop-out. That's a way to keep yourself relevant and in the headlines. That's it. I'm not buying that. At all. That's a publicity stunt. Yeah. You got something wrong with you? I think Michael hit it on the head. You're an alcoholic, bro. You need to take your chip and take your ass to a fucking 28-day in treatment and get your shit correct. You need to do something. But I don't know if it's bipolar. I think you've been enabled and entitled, spoiled ass kid your entire life. And the NFL, you're not cut out for that. You're just not. Go to the CFL. I heard they're playing, they got a nice Mexico league going on. Maybe you can go down there and throw some balls to Chad Ochocinco, pick up T.O. on the way. You can all you can split gas money, and you can go down and play in the Mexican league. Possibility. I think I don't think your ass can handle the snow, so you can't go north. I don't think you'll cut it up there. Hell, I don't know if you cut it anywhere. I don't know if you cut it anywhere. Go fuck, frankly. I didn't think he's gonna be worth a shit in the fucking pros anyway. You little fucking run around, fucking jump pass and shit, and fucking your little option and roll. That don't work in the pros, boy. That don't work in the pros. You go rolling out, your little ass can get freight trained. That just doesn't work in the pros. Johnny Football was never going to make it in the pros. And you're definitely not going to make it in the pros when you're a spoiled little rich kid who can't put the bottle down. So, there you go. You can go play in the XFL. You can go play in the XFL. I agree, Lines. I don't think he's smart enough. He played the type of offense. He played like schoolyard ball, kind of. That's what he played at A&M. It was kind of like schoolyard ball. Well, he was allowed to run around in the pocket and pretty much just improvise his shit and then toss it up to Mike Evans. That was his offense. Well, that's great. You can't do that in the pros. I agree with you 100%, Lines. I don't think he has the quarterback mind to ever make it. Were you a good? Yeah, he's a good schoolyard. Good schoolyard quarterback, but that's minor league football. This is the pros. Now, everybody freaking wanted to light Reggie up over the fact we skipped over Reuben Foster. Man, we needed that linebacker. How can you not take that Bama backer? Man, I can't believe Reggie passed on him. Well, hindsight's 2020. You guys need to go back and apologize to Reggie right now and say, damn, Reggie, fucking good job, man, for not taking Reuben Foster. That guy's got his head in his ass. And there was a lot of people saying before he came out that this guy had his head in his ass. So that was a bullet dodged. And for everybody that wants to, say every bad pick that he made last year and he did this wrong and this, sometimes the good pick is just dodging the bullet. And in that case, he dodged a bullet. Because what if we had this garbage going on right now in our off season? Well, Popeye, that's just because you hate everything Alabama. So you're a bias as fuck. We can't accept your we can't accept your thoughts on that. Anything that comes out of Alabama, you hate. Now, of course, in this country, he is innocent until proven guilty. I will not crucify any man until he has his day in court. But It's not looking good. It's not looking good. You know, I mean, the assault rifle all mixed in it, and it's just not a good look, man. It's just not a good look. I mean, I'm not a big gun guy, so, you know, that whatever, to those that are, to each their own. Que sera, sera, man. That's what makes the world go around, but do you need to have it now? You can't wait. You know? You've got a very small window that you are a professional athlete. And man, you could go around, run around like fucking Rambo all you wanted after you were out. Why can't these guys just walk the straight and narrow while they're in the league? Just take anything out that could possibly get you in trouble. You know? Just anything. Yeah. It's a small window, man. If you stay in the straight and narrow for that small window, you're set for life. You can be an ass clown for eternity after that. Eternity. But just, man, dial it back. Reuben Foster, you seem to be a talented individual, but my man, I'm glad we did not draft your ass. You stay on the other side of the fucking bay and be their problem. Because you're a problem. Oh my God, you're a problem. Ray Dino, you're right. They would have to leave most of the frame. But you know what? You say, what's up? Guys, give me 10. 10 years at the most, and I'll be back. And we gonna party our ass off. Just give me 10 years, guys. Yo? And I'm gonna come back and take care of all of us. But just give me the 10 years. And most guys won't even make it that long. You're talking what, 4, 5, 6, maybe? But man, you gotta make as much as you can make in that time. Because now, if this stuff sticks, he's the possibility of losing a fucking season. A season. When you only have a small window and you're gonna lose one of those seasons, you only get so many. You have a chance of injury. Man, it's a gamble. Professional sports is a gamble, especially the NFL because it's such a violent sport. I agree. I don't think that some of these guys ever actually grow up. They don't get the chance because they're pushed through and so quickly from step to step going up to try to make. I don't think they ever get a chance. And then when they get there, they get all that money, they lose their fucking minds. They lose their minds. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Alden Smith, he's so gone. That dude's never gonna see our roster again. They were still holding a spot for him last year, and you know they're not now currently because there's no roster spots to be held. You're not really gonna know what they plan to do with Alden Smith until we start getting into the roster for this season. But I would be very surprised if you even hear even a squeak of that guy. He's done. He's done. Terrell Pryor. It's a neat story and all. Supplemental draft from out by Al Davis. He left, changed positions, blah, blah. He's not what we need. What are you going to do with him? Stop and think about it. It's a neat story, and it's a neat thought. It's a full circle. He's going to come back as a Raider as a wide receiver, and you got Amari Cooper. We're probably going to lose Crabtree. So you want to stick Terrell Pryor in Crabtree's spot? Are you going to step Cordarrelle Patterson up to take Crabtree's spot? There's no guy on the roster that's ready to step up and take Crabtree's spot, and you're not going to stick Pryor in that spot. Is he equivalent or better than Seth Roberts? I would put him at a Seth Roberts level, honestly. So, yeah, I guess if you want to replace him with Seth Roberts, I guess. But I don't think he's a huge... he doesn't give us anything. He's a fourth wide receiver on a depth chart. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get a Woody over a fourth wide receiver on a depth chart just because he used to be our quarterback. And that doesn't do me. That doesn't get me excited. Doesn't. Just doesn't. Of course, I see the sexy of the story. I understand it, but nah, I don't think so. I think Landry seems to be the logical front runner. But man, that dude's going to want paid. And if you're worried about money for Crabtree, Landry's going to want more. So, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Alrighty. Now, it's the off season, and I like to throw in some fun little segments during the off season. Because obviously, this time, like I said, this time of the year, I do have a YouTube channel. Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcast. That's where we archive all the shows. I'm getting it set up soon, so we'll be live on there at the same time. Right now, the shows get archived there afterwards, but everything is saved there. All of our shows are there. Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts. Go subscribe to the page. Follow us on Twitter at RAIDER. But I have a special little segment for you for today. I think you will enjoy. And you all can play along. I had to put some thought into this. I come up with a very special top 10. The Commish top 10. That will be shared with you tonight. Now this top 10 is my most hated sports fan bases. My top 10 most hated sports fan bases. Popeye, I know it's your birthday. But you quit pinning shit to the fucking page, god damn it. Just because it's your birthday, don't mean you can come in here and start breaking rules. Without rules, there would be chaos. Although I kind of like chaos, so fuck it. No, just kidding. But, alright. So my top 10 most hated fan bases. Period. Sports, just in general. You know the ones. And let's start at number 10. And it's a recent one. And I'm not even just going to say Eagles fans. I'm going to say Philly fans in general. Phillies, Flyers, Eagles. Just an obnoxious whole group of people. That just, one more example do you need than what just happened? You win your first Super Bowl in the history of your franchise. The city of brotherly love absolutely fucking implodes and burns like it's some third world country. And now, okay, we can all, I guess, look past the fact you caused tens of millions of dollars of damage down the middle of your own fucking city. Okay, we'll look past that. We'll just blame it on alcohol. But that was Sunday. Days later, you have a fucking parade and destroy the fucking city again. Again. This is the kind of obnoxious fan base Philly fans in general are. You know, they'll throw shit at Santa. You're just notorious for being garbage fans. Now, of course, there's going to be some asshole that pops on here. Now, my aunt's a fucking Eagles fan, and she's great. Well, yeah. We're painting with a broad brush here, pal. We're skipping your fucking auntie. And we're painting with a wide brush. Philly fans suck. Do you see what they did? Did you see what they did to their fucking city? They destroyed it. Destroyed it. Twice. 2 times. That's my number 10. Number 9. Popeye, my birthday boy. This one's for you. Number 9. Alabama fans. Man, quit holding Nick Saban on your shoulders. Let's remember that it's minor league football. And your coach has a losing record in the pinnacle of his sport. He couldn't even hack it in Miami. So he had to come back. Now, I understand that's really all you have in Alabama. I get it. It's, but you got guys that, you go over to Auburn and you're poisoning fucking trees. And, I mean, I'm not going to pin that on the whole fan base. But as a whole, from what I've seen, I don't know. Most of them got like 4 teeth, 3 of them in their pocket. It's a different crowd than Bama folks. Just remember, guys, it's minor league football. Minor league. Number 8. Donkeys fans. Denver fans. Donkey fans. You caught us finally, which just disgusts me. You've got 3 now. And you finally caught us. But how many did you have to fucking lose to get there? That's the real question. And, listen, you wear orange and fucking blue. Alright? Orange and blue. It is possibly the worst color combination on the face of the planet. Who the fuck rocks orange and blue? I don't have it. I might have an orange shirt, maybe. But I'm not going to go rock it with my blue pants. Orange and blue? And John Elway, Mike Shanahan, Shannon Sharp's obnoxious ass. They cannot get a 4th before us. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Not before us. The Donkey fans, they are up there on my, by far, on my most hated fan bases. Number 7. I'm painting with a wide brush here. Very wide. I'm going to throw fanatical college football fans as a whole. They drive me nuts. Insane. Ohio State fans, fucking Michigan fans, Nebraska fans, Oregon. All of it. To me, until they make it to the combine, it's all minor league football. I don't give a fuck how the Toledo Mud Hens are doing. It's minor league. That's farm team shit. I don't care. You know how many college football games I watched last year? I don't know. Maybe 2. I don't have the time. I watch professional football. That's what I watch. I love it. I like to watch professional athletes at the pinnacle of their professional careers. I don't have time for Saturday football. I don't watch it. My football's on Sunday. I watch the pros. Unless you went to college there, what the fuck are you rooting for? If they're your alma mater, I can see it. I got so many friends. They're rooting for Nebraska. They're rooting for Florida. Rooting for Florida State. Motherfucker, you ain't never been on the campus. What the fuck are you rooting for Florida State for? Did you go to class there? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I root for professional athletes. I watch minor league sports occasionally for fun, but I'm not fanatical. And they're diehard fans. Drive me nuts. Hey, this is my top 10 list. College football fanatical fans are my number 7. Number 6. Let's switch sports. Why don't we? Let's go to the NBA. Number 6. Boston Celtics fans. How many fucking times do I have to hear about all the goddamn rings you got and how great fucking Bill Russell is? Because Bill Russell's got rings for every fucking finger on 2 hands. How many times do we have to hear about your lucky leprechaun ass? Let me break it down for you. The reason you got so many championships, Celtics fans, is because you got 11 of them when there were 9 or less teams in the entire fucking league. The entire league had less than 10 teams. Oh, yeah? You got a good fucking odds to win a championship when there's nobody else to play against. When you've got one of 2 guys over 7 foot in the entire fucking league. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Now, I'm not talking about that. They did win a few in the 80s and up. But I'm talking about the 11 titles that they want to talk about when there were 9 or less teams in the entire league. That's just like winning a fucking division. Get the fuck out of here with your, Bill Russell's the greatest basketball player of all time because he's got so many rings. The fuck? Who did he play? Who did he play? Nobody. And the rules, exactly. The rules were dictated towards the big men. All you had to do was throw it down to Bill Russell. There was nobody else in the fucking league that could even top him. You had him and Wilt. So every fucking time, you're going to see them guys down at the end because you only had big guys. That's it. Throw the ball down low. Don't. Celtics fans, just like most of you Bostonians, obnoxious sports bastards. Number 5. I'm going to paint with a wide brush here too. Kind of like I did in Philly. Chicago sports fans. Cubs. Cubs fans are obnoxious. They've won 1 fucking goddamn World Series. They were even obnoxious before they won a World Series. Blackhawk fans are fucking obnoxious. Obnoxious as hell. I had to deal with them when they were in the goddamn finals with the Lightning here a couple of years back. My God, bunch of obnoxious pricks. And then you got Bears fans. Every Bears fan thinks it's 1985 and Ditka's fucking sitting in the back room ready to pop out. He's got sweetness dug up ready to bring his ass too. Chicago sports fans in general are obnoxious. White Sox fans, they're about the only ones that aren't quite as obnoxious as the rest of them. But Cubs, Bears, Blackhawks, Chicago sports fans in general, you guys are just an obnoxious group of fans. You're number 5. Number 4. Hell, we haven't touched baseball really yet, not as a whole, just kind of brushed up against it. I did shit on the Cubs fans a little bit. But they deserve it, every goddamn one of them. Except for somebody's auntie. No, don't get upset. My grandma's a Cubs fan. I'm sorry. I'm sure Granny's really nice. Number 4. How many times? It's coming again because spring training's right around the corner. How many times do I have to hear how many fucking World Series the New York Yankees have? Well, let me tell you something, Yankees fans. You have the highest salary every fucking season. There's no salary cap in baseball. You can spend as much goddamn money as you want. So the fact that you do not win a World Series in any given season is a failure. Because you should win it every fucking year because you are buying all of the talent. So the fact that you do not win it on any given season is a failure. You should be in the playoffs every year. You should be in the World Series every year because you're buying your fucking way in every goddamn season. So if you don't make the playoffs, it's a fucking epic failure because you wrote check after check after check to bring every free agent in. You should win every year. You should have 100 goddamn fucking titles. Because you buy it every year. Obnoxious ass franchise. It's not a horrible argument. It's not a horrible argument. That's why there are salary caps. It's not a horrible argument. I happen to live in an area where there is a baseball team, a small market baseball team, who can't even remotely compete to them. And they have to build through the farm system because there is no salary cap in baseball. The way baseball's set up is bullshit. That's a whole nother day and a whole nother topic. I could spend an hour on that. The fact that there's no salary cap in baseball is bullshit. 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 All teams should be on an even playing field. And then we'll see how great your goddamn Yankees are. Take away their fucking checkbook, and then we'll see how great their front office is. Anybody can be a great front office when you have an unlimited bank account. Just saying. Now my top three. I'll give you a little spoiler. My top three are all in the NFL. Number 3. Most obnoxious and hated fan bases. Number 3. Cowboys fans. Cowboys fans! We all know one. Hopefully not more than one. But you know everyone that you know? Is obnoxious. Everyone. Oh, we got 5 rings. Oh, Jesus Christ. To hear about their 5 fucking rings one more goddamn time. Cowboys fans have been obnoxious since the beginning of football time. Since the Roger Staubach days. They're just teabag. Need I say more? They're everywhere. They're like cockroaches. You can't kill them. They're like herpes. Every time you think you got rid of a Cowboys fan, it comes back. You put some salve on that shit, it don't matter. It still comes back. Cowboys fans are like herpes. There you go. That's what you can take away from tonight's show. Cowboys fans are like herpes. Just when I thought you went away, you're back. God damn. What the fuck? I thought you was gone. God damn it. Cowboys fans, they're my number 3. Number 2 on my most obnoxious, hated fan bases. This one goes back a long time. I mean, we've probably... There's guys that have hated this fan base probably before I was even born. The Steelers. The Shittsburg Squealers. them and their rapist-ass quarterback. Their stupid-ass other... Bradshaw. He's about a half-wit. Then you got the other one, the Predator, at quarterback. You got the prima donna running back now. Yep. The immaculate reception. How many times do we need to get fucked by the Steelers? And not only that, they've got the most. They've got the most. They've got 6. It's disgusting. Disgusting. We all hate them. With passion. There's nothing good that we can say about Steelers fans. There's nothing good you can say about any of them. He does look like Mike Epps. Oh, that's just funny. I cannot stand Steeler fans, man. I just can't. One of the greatest games I remember was in Oakland. Me and my wife had front row seats. Andrew Walter was the quarterback, but I remember that game. Chris Carr with the 101-yard interception return at the end of the game for a touchdown. 4 interceptions on Roethlisberger. Namdi returned one right in front of us. It was a great game, and I just remember fucking Rapelessberger out there pissing all down his leg all over Oakland. It was one of the greatest games I was at, just because I have such a hatred for that fucking team. And it was right after they'd won the Super Bowl. They came out to Oakland. I think we only won 2 games that year, and that was one of them. And it was just a great fucking game. It's a great game. I hate the fucking Steelers and their obnoxious ass fan base with a passion. Fuck your 6. Number 1. Number 1. Could it be anybody else? Who else could be the number 1? Most hated, most obnoxious, pompous, stuck up. Just, you don't even want to be around them. When they're at the bar, you avoid them. You don't even want to fucking hear them. There are certain other franchises you'll be like, yeah. You'll sit, you'll banter, you'll talk shit. You don't even want to talk shit to this fucking fan base because you don't even want to be around them. They're those guys. They're Patriots fans. Fucking Cheatriots fans, man. I don't know. There's just something about Patriots fans. It's the greatest of all time. Yeah, well, that got put to rest this season. That got put to rest. That greatest of all time shit, that is done. No more. You can't even put him in the argument anymore. When you got guys like Joe Montana who, never lost one, you can't even put him in that argument anymore. Oh, I hate all of our division rivals. But you're missing the point, Jake. It's not my most hated teams. See, I've went through my most hated teams, and my most hated teams are all full AFC West. This is my most hated fan bases. See, Chiefs fans, they're nothing. They don't fucking bother me. Shit, I see a Chiefs fan in a fucking bar, I'll sit down next to him and fucking shit all over him. Their fan base don't bother me. Neither does Charger fans. What the fuck does Chargers have against us? Their fan base is pathetic. They don't even have a fan base. So how can they be hated? They don't exist. Do you know a Charger fan? Fuck, I don't. I think they're in hiding. Witness relocation. So that's why they're not on my list. This isn't my most hated teams. It's my most hated and obnoxious fan bases. Difference. Because, I hate the Chiefs. I hate the Chargers, hate the Donkeys. But the Chiefs and Chargers have no argument. Because, as you know, Chargers are playing firmly on the kiddie table. So they got nothing to fucking say to a motherfucker to begin with. And the Chiefs, they might as well be back at the fucking kiddie table because it's been so goddamn long. They don't have... Yeah. So, I mean, seriously. If you're in a football argument with a Chiefs or a Chargers fan, you're just like, fucking bring it on, man. You're going to lose this fucker in a minute. Bring it! There are, when you start got to defend your team against a Steelers fan, that's a hard battle. He's like, fuck, I ain't going to back down, but I know I'm probably fighting a fucking uphill losing battle because they got the trump card. They drop the 6 on you and you're like, yeah, fuck you. That's about all I can say. So, Patriots fans are by far my number one. I mean, they're pompous. You know their fan base isn't that old. They haven't been around. There's not a bunch of guys running around rocking fucking Tony Eason gear. There ain't. Most of them don't even know who Tony Eason was. Okay, they don't know any of their old players. This is a whole new generation that just grew up on Brady. And they know the Brady Patriots. So they're not even a real fan base. They're just like they're like this new little fan base. And they got all of their championships in one little group. Let's remember, you fuckers were the Browns for decades. Okay? You were the Browns' twin cousin with your fucking little logo which looked like the guy shitting on the ball. Alright? So let's not forget. Oh, BC, you're fine, goddammit. I'm just in one of them wild, fuck, crazy moods tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, now, like I mentioned earlier, Madden Challenge. If you want in, PS4, Madden 18. It's going to start the first weekend in March, man. Let's get this thing going. Let's have some fun. Let's get through the off-season together. We're going to give you guys some nice prizes to win. It's only a $50 buy-in, man. And if you make the playoffs, you're going to get prizes. You got a chance to win over $800 in prizes if you win it all. And 3 months of entertainment. I mean, come on. We're going to do shows just for the league. We're going to make this entertaining and bring you guys to the spotlight as much as we can. Now, as I like to on every one of my solo episodes, I like to end with a little thing I call the WTF. Now, I'm not sure, Bob, because we got some threw in. I'm not sure. At least half the league is still open. At least half. I know that. So, maybe 16 at most. But my WTF for tonight is... Now, I stepped in it a little earlier. There are 2 topics in life that I typically do not broach on social media. Hell, I don't even broach them in person with my friends. I just don't. I feel they're taboo topics and I should not broach them. Period. Now, on social media, I do see a picture every once in a while, or I do see a meme, and I will share them, and that's about it. You don't want to say too much else. And I did one of those today, and it got me in trouble. Because it started a dialogue. These 2 topics that I do never discuss with anybody are politics and religion. Now, everybody has different views on both of these subjects. Everybody has different views on both of these subjects. Now, I have 3,000 plus friends on Facebook. I have friends of all different religious backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, races, beliefs politically, and I see their posts scroll by, and I never ever comment on them. I just make mental note, so-and-so thinks that way, so-and-so believes this way, and I go about my day. At no point will I ever comment on those. Because why? Why? You have your views on politics and religion. I have mine. Anything I say to you is not going to change your views. Anything you say to me is not going to change my views. You are going to get mad and upset. I'm going to get mad and upset. This is all that happens when you get into these religious and political debates on social media. It happened to me today, and it should not have happened. Because if nothing we get done, what happens? He still believes the way he believes, and I still believe the way I believe, and we should just not said anything. Religions and politics, I believe, are two taboo subjects that you should just not comment on. If you see somebody put a religious post, so be it. You scroll past it like the stupid ass cat post that you just scrolled past before that. Are you gonna stop and chew that bitch's ass who posted the stupid cat meme because you don't agree with it? Of course you're not. Why would you? So why would you stop and ream the guy's ass who had a political post that you didn't agree with? Why? Why aggravate yourself? Why aggravate them? You're not going to change each other's mind. You're only going to aggravate each other. Just scroll on by. Just scroll on by. That's what I do. Every once in a while, today I saw one I just couldn't refuse, and I shared it. And I didn't think nothing of it. And then people started commenting, and I let myself get pulled in. That was my bad. I should not have let myself get pulled in. Because I know those are my two cardinal rules. And even if people start putting stuff on there, let's let them put it on there. What doesn't matter? Whatever they say is not going to change my opinion. And whatever I say is not going to change theirs. I think that's something that social media in general needs to embrace a little more. Because it is, if you go on any news post and just scroll down the comments, it's disgusting, man. People are just tearing at each other for even the slightest comment. It's like an excuse for piranhas to attack. There's blood in the pool. You just need to leave it alone. Those two topics are just, they're taboo to me. And you should stay away from them. Because I see what you did there, Lance. I see what you did there. You should just stay away from them. We should respect each other's views. Hey, you like Trump? So be it. You don't like him? That's your view too. You believe in whatever you believe in? So be it. If you don't, so be it. That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes the world go round. So we all like different things. We listen to different music. We watch different TV shows. That's what makes the world go round. We shouldn't belittle each other for it. I'm guilty of it too, sometimes. And I even look at myself and I look at other people when I see them commenting on shit like that. And I just think to myself, we should all look in the mirror sometimes and just say, what the fuck? Leave it alone. It's just a comment. Don't aggravate yourself. I'm out. I will see you tomorrow. Raider Nation Report. A solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.